Hey, you know what? I took over this team last year, and the team has been doing phenomenal and fantastic. There's just this one person who has been consistently underperforming for the entire duration. No matter what I tried talking to him, telling him he's not doing good, etc., etc., but he still keeps on consistently performing at a lower level. I'm not really sure what do I do. I am on the verge of going to the HR and trying to get him fired. Do you have any solution for me? Anything that I can try? Any simple model before I actually just hire him off? Hello, friends. Welcome to Wiser You at Work with Atirakshit Bhatt. If you are also facing a similar problem where you have a consistently underperforming team member and are wondering how do you give them constructive feedback so that they go ahead and improve, then this particular video is for you. Now let's understand why is it important to ensure that you do not have a team member who is lacking or not performing or not up to the mark. One of the primary reasons is that if you have one member who slacks off slowly, that particular attitude rubs on the other members, and then you end up with a team that's not really performing. Right? It also demotivates your top performers because they see that the person who is not performing is still there, still relaxing, still chilling. Then why the hell would they work, very hard, whereas the other person is just having a good time? So to maintain the overall morale of the team, of the good performers, and also to ensure that you're getting the right amount of work being done by everyone, you have to make sure that the person who's not performing well gets the correct constructive feedback and starts performing well. Now, how do we do that? Before coming to that, I would request you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and leave a like for the video. That would be absolutely awesome. Now, here is what you can do to help your team member get constructive feedback. First and foremost, when you start talking to them, do not go into an accusatory mode saying you have not done this correctly, you are an idiot, you are a fool, you don't know how to do things, etc. etc. Always go in with empathy. Start with what is the problem that you are facing. I am seeing that for the last few months you are having a little trouble in doing your best in the organization. Is there something I can help you with? Is there some support you need? Is there a tough time that you're going through? If the person is really going through a tough time, then maybe giving them some support during this time will help you get their overall buy-in as you progress, right? So start with some empathy, understand what is the problem, and if there is not a problem, then go ahead and state facts. Right? Do not be vague, be very clear. Use what I call as the SBI model, that is the situation, the behavior, and the impact. Let them give them clear cut examples as to this was the particular situation in which you behaved in this manner, and this was the output which we got, which was not what we needed. Had your behavior been a little modified, and if you would have done this instead of doing that, then it would have got us the desired impact instead of what you did, right? So make it very clear to them what is it that's not acceptable, what is it that's causing harm, and what is it that they need to work upon and improve. And once you have explained this to them using the SBI model, the third thing you need to do is you need to invite the ownership for that particular improvement, right? So don't say that I will look at this and I am the one driving this and I am the one doing this. Rather, invite co-ownership from that particular person. Let's do this together. Let's ensure that this happens. Let's ensure that you improve in these areas, and let's ensure that we grow together. Inviting co-ownership ensures that the person feels responsible for whatever he or she has to achieve along with you, and works towards in that specific direction. The last thing you need to do is set specific review timelines. For example, say, okay, now that we have understood what are the problem areas and we have discussed on what is it that you can do and how you can do that, let's go ahead and review this a month down the line. If it's a faster area, then let's say 15 days down the line. But define a specific timeline in which the person has to work on that particular area, and you would go back and review how they have progressed and if the progress has been satisfactory or not. Do this for the next 2 or 3 months, and still, if you do not see any improvement in that person, and if you feel it's more of a will issue than a skill issue, then it's time to approach the HR and talk to them. However, if you feel it's more of a skill issue than a will issue, then you still need to talk to the HR. However, the conversation needs to be a bit different in terms of trying to upskill the person rather than trying to get rid of that particular person. So that's how you should be working towards improving your employee and helping him scale the heights, get the skills, develop a will, and do what your team requires him or her to do. Now, I've personally used this, and I keep on saying this in a few videos, but then most of what I'm telling you is from my experience. So I've personally seen this working in more than one times, not only for myself but for my mentees as well. So go ahead and use this. Hope you have liked the video so far. If yes, a like to this video would be awesome. Also, if you have experienced something similar or if you have similar tales to share, please go ahead and put them in the comment. And if you have similar questions or problems that you want solutions for, or if you're seeking some kind of guidance, go ahead and drop me an email, advisoryou@work@gmail.com as given below, and I'll try and answer all your questions and make videos on them.